안녕하세요. 오늘은 noun modifying form 볼 거예요. 90페이지 보세요. 90페이지. noun modifying form이 어려워요. 그렇죠? So we have learned some noun modifying forms. This term is misleading. Noun modifying form. I would say noun describing form. That might be more understandable. So you add some more information to describe a noun. So let's review what we talked before. Like let's say there's a word 사람. So I want to add information, more specific information about 사람. So for example, if we want to say a person, let's say tall person. 키가 큰 사람. 키가 큰 사람. Person. What kind of person? Let's say good person. 좋은 사람. Busy person. 바쁜 사람. They are all adjectives. 키가 크다, 좋다, 바쁘다. Then what's the so-called noun modifying form? If there is an adjective, you put either 은, like this, 좋은, or if there's no consonant, then we can just add ni은 here. This is noun modifying form for adjective. And what about verb? Let's think about some verbs to describe a person. So I'm describing a person who is studying. Then 공부하는 사람. Or what kind of verb can we use to describe a person? A person who is going. 가는 사람. A person who is reading a book. 책을 읽는 사람. Then what was the noun modifying form for verbs in present tense? So I'm talking about the present situation. Person who studies, who is studying. A person who goes, who is going. A person who is reading, who reads a book. Then verb, we need a verb stem. 공부하다, 가다, 책을 읽다, and plus we need 는. So this is so-called noun modifying form for verb. So you remember this, right? Do you remember this? It's kind of difficult. Today we'll talk about verb noun modifying form for the past. Something like this. A person who is not studying right now but who studied before. A person who studied Korean last year but not anymore, or something like that. A person who went. A person who read a book. Then what kind of form do we use? Let me just write here. As I said, somebody just finished studying. Then 공부한 사람. A person who studied. We can add more information like 한국어를 공부한 사람. A person who studied Korean before, past. 가는 사람, 간 사람. A person who went away. 간 사람. And a person who read this book, finished reading. 책을 읽은 사람. So for the event that is already done, finished event, we use 은 or 니은 plus plus noun. So before a noun, we use verb stem followed by 은 or just 니은. The same thing. We can write this way or this way. So verb 은 or just 니은. Wait a minute. This is really familiar, right? When did we use this form? Do you remember? 예쁜 사람, 키가 큰 사람. And what did we say? Adjective. 키가 큰 사람, 예쁜 사람, 좋은 사람. So actually this form was for adjectives. But if we use this form after a verb, that means past form. So this is kind of confusing, right? So let's remember this way. If there is an ongoing movement, then we use 는. So ongoing action. If there is no action, no ongoing action, like adjectives are not ongoing. So if you are tall, you are just tall. You are not like keep tall. Right? It's not an action. It's just a state, right? So there is no action here. And finish the event. There is no action anymore. It is already done. In that case, we use just 은. If you remember this way, it's more easy to understand. If there is something ongoing, then 는. If there is just the state, if you are describing a current state like 바쁘다, 예쁘다, 좋다, it's just the current state, or finish the action, then you use 은. Then take a look at the textbook and see some of the examples. Okay. You want to talk about 갈비. Do you like 갈비? So you are eating 갈비 now, and it is delicious. So you want to describe that situation. 갈비가 맛있어요. 갈비가 맛있어요. You ate 갈비 yesterday, and it was delicious. 갈비가 맛있었어요. You want to add more information to this 갈비. When did you eat 갈비? Yesterday. So you want to say, the 갈비 was delicious. What kind of 갈비? The 갈비 that I ate yesterday was delicious. In English sentence, let me just write down an English phrase. 갈비 that I ate yesterday. The 갈비. So I'm talking about the 갈비 that I ate yesterday. In this case, this information is placed after this noun, right? But in Korean sentence, noun modifying part, the describing part, always comes before that noun. So this information should come at this position. 어제 and we already finished eating, and there's no ongoing action. You are not eating 갈비 right now. So you are 어제 먹은 갈비가 맛있었어요. If you are talking about the 갈비 you are eating right now, 지금 먹는 갈비가 맛있어요. Does it make sense? These noun modifying parts are just additional information, more specific information. So if you take that part out, the sentences are all correct, the perfect sentence. 갈비가 맛있어요. 갈비가 맛있었어요. But not enough information. So you want to say 어제 먹은 갈비가 맛있었어요. Or if you ate 갈비 a month ago, 지난 달에 먹은 갈비가 맛있었어요. And if you ate 갈비 at your friend's house, 친구 집에서 먹은 갈비가 맛있었어요. You can say like this. This looks simple if I explain this way, but in a long sentences, if there are many noun modifying forms, then it's confusing. So we need to figure out which part is the noun modifying part. So let's practice that more in class. 알겠죠? 네, 감사합니다.